What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today in this video I will be showing off all of my progress that I've been making on this new game. So far it's only had about realistically like maybe a solid week worth of work, but honestly it's turned out really good. The animations are a lot better, I have a way better UI, and overall I think the game's turning out a lot better than the one that was previously deleted. So it is really annoying to have to recreate all the animations and redo everything from scratch. Honestly, it's allowing me to better in certain places, because when I first started the project, I was kind of using this project as both a learning place and as its own kind of game, if that makes sense. So from then to when I first started the first game till now, it is a huge difference, many differences, as you can see. So for this game, I actually started off by mainly having the player, like the running player, as your main character, because in the last game I had the main character as the tank. But honestly, I really like the running mechanic, and honestly, you guys should tell me if I should bring back the tank or not, because I don't know, I liked it, but I don't know, I feel like it was too contrast, but honestly it gave a whole nother look to the game, so I low-key might bring it back. Or I was actually thinking of doing some kind of third person, like a robot or something, to kill the things faster, but you have to still get out of your ship to run around and collect energy or whatever for your ship or whatever. But yeah, I definitely think you guys should let me know what I should do, if I should bring back the tank or if I should do a robot, or I want your guys' opinion on that, because I've been really thinking about it, and at the moment I don't have anything like that in the game, and I know that's going to be a lot of work, so I'm only going to do it if you guys really want to. But anyways, let's get back into the video. So far I have the tiny enemy and the normal enemy in the game, and I actually did switch up their mechanics a little bit. I switched up the animation a little bit for the small guy, and for the main dude, I have it so that when they're at half health, their head comes off, and they can only survive a couple of seconds longer because, you know, their head's popped off. But they actually run around faster, but they have way less direction. I've also, for a while, and I was doing this in the last game right before it got deleted, I was really trying to figure out a color scheme. So the color scheme I have set right now is not official. I was just trying to kind of copy what I had from the last game, because I was adjusting. I was going through tons of different color schemes and they all look like buns. So once again, guys, if you guys have any ideas or recommendations for color schemes, I would love to hear it. But yeah, so far I only have those two enemies, and for a matter of fact, I was working on the third flying enemy in the making of this video, and my PC decided to crash before I was able to save anything. And dude, y'all should know how much I hate redoing stuff. I just hate redoing stuff so much. If I love a recording, I'm gonna do it completely different, because I love just going. So because of that, I started working on a mini boss, which I'm excited to show you guys in the next video. But yeah, currently I have those two enemies, a kind of simple recreation of the first map, slightly different, probably I think smaller though. I might make it a little bit bigger just to get more gameplay aspect in there, and the bomb, of course, because that's like the main thing of the game. Honestly, I feel like the bomb kind of carries the game. And I made the controls a lot smoother and a lot more fun to play with and play around with. And on top of that, the UI I talked a little bit about, that turned out amazing in my opinion. It's not done because it's supposed to kind of fade out when you run, just so it's not fully obstructing your screen. But other than that, at the moment, I think the game is turning out really well. The colors are a lot better. The kind of like retro feel is really nice and present, while it's also not too kind of bad, I guess. I don't know. I thought it looked good in the last game. Didn't think it could get better, but it ended up getting a lot better. So also, I am so stuck on what the goal and objective of the game is actually supposed to be. I was thinking, do I stick with the aliens from the last game, or do I try something else or something else? I've come up with so many different ideas, and I just don't like any of them. I was thinking of this kind of reverse Splatoon kind of vibe where all the colors, all the enemies are dark and you're like shooting colors into them. And then I flip that on its head and then you're dark, you're bringing darkness to the world and you're kind of depleting the color from the enemies. And I even made it so that when you hold one of the enemies, they kind of drain color. That was like a short mechanic because I was testing it out and I really didn't like it. So honestly, guys, I'm thinking I should probably just stick with the alien kind of theme because it also fits if I want to add a robot or the UFO cannon back. That would work. So I guess at the moment, I guess I'll start working on that after I do the mini bosses because I want it to be a very kind of Cuphead-esque game where it's really difficult but also really fun. Like I want it to get exponentially difficult for sure. And I want you to feel like you're getting good at the game, like your skilled player is getting really good at this game, and I want it to have a lot of like skill-based aspect to it, a very skill-based game. And I mean parkour, I was thinking about parkour and I don't really think it fit kind of the holding enemies being the main thing. I feel like parkour doesn't really match. I mean it matches having to hold the bomb, so I might have it like as a co-mode, but having as the main thing like parkour, I don't really like that. And I love the idea of arcade boss battles like Bowser and things like that. And one of the inspirations I kind of look at for this game to think of something that's kind of similar to it is Ultra Kill. In that kind of, I kind of want that like fast-paced, like skill-based, like very skill-oriented kind of game. And I'll think about if it can be speedrun, but I love the idea of speedrunning on top of that. Obviously, I don't want it to be as fast as Ultra Kill, because Ultra Kill is a very, very fast-paced game. But I want it to be kind of like your own pace, so you kind of control how fast you really go. Also, huge disclaimer, if you have any 3D modeling skills or like environment, like level creation kind of skills, like I want to make levels, but I am terrible at level design. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I don't even know how to put things together. Like I am so terrible at level design. I mean, the best level design you'll probably get out of me is rather the 2 rainbow maps I've made, this old map that was in the last final versions of the last game, and the city moon map from the last game. Those are my only attempts at map making, and those are honestly very terrible. They're very beta-like and not official. Like, I'm worried when I have to start polishing the game that I'm not going to be able to get like a high quality, good map like set up, because again, I suck at that. But yeah, if you're good at that or know someone who's good at that, please, I will do collabs with this game. Put your name in the credits. I'll give you an Easter egg. I'll literally do anything. But yeah, pretty much that's how this game's kind of going so far. Working on mini boss and adding newer / old enemies. Thinking of game mechanics to add, and eventually I want to optimize it a lot, and eventually add rather the tank or robot or something third person to kind of add more gameplay mechanics, you know. Once again, maybe I'll run a poll or something so that you guys can really choose if I should do that or not. But yeah, pretty much how this new version's going. It's going really well, if you ask me, honestly. And I'd love to see and hear your guys' opinions on it. Brutal opinions. I will take brutal opinions. I will literally be reading all comments or ideas, opinions, like anything. I listen to you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you did enjoy. Please, please, please like and subscribe. This is a lot of work I'm putting into these videos. Long editing hours, plus school, plus game development, which is very, very time and energy consuming. And I'd really, really appreciate you to just hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. God bless.